25,000 ankle sprains occur daily in the US. Today we're going to show you our ankle sprain protocol so you can learn how to strengthen the area and lower the risk of it happening.
So the very first step for handling an ankle sprain, as we do in ATG, is going to be with flossing. Now, what we're trying to do with flossing is restrict the blood flow to the ankle while we're also contracting the muscles of the ankle, promoting blood flow to the area. This momentary restriction is going to all of a sudden want to promote a lot of blood flow there because the muscles are getting engaged, and the compression is going to allow us to work a range of motion with a little bit more comfort after having done or after having sustained an ankle sprain. So we just wrap up the band very tightly as you can comfortably handle. Ultimately, the most important thing is that you're doing this pain-free. So if you have to have it a little bit looser, that's totally fine. So once you have the floss band on, we're going to go ahead, extend the leg out on any surface that you can sit on comfortably. And we're going to start with pointing the foot and then raising the toe up. So we're lifting the toe, lifting the foot, lowering it. And we're going to do this about 50 times here, trying to get a lot of blood flow. The compression is going to make it tougher for the blood flow to actually arrive to the ankle, so that then when you take it off, there's a big rush of blood to the area, which will kind of help the repair process of the potentially damaged tissues. Now, once you've done up and down for a while, as I mentioned, 50 reps, you're already have the area fairly engaged. What you're going to then do is do circles. Again, you just work through whatever pain-free range of motion you can comfortably do. You're going to do this for another 50 here. It's going to burn like crazy. So you go doing circles. So right now I'm doing counterclockwise. Once I've reached the number of reps that I'm trying to accomplish, I'm then going to do the opposite way. We're going to go circle, circle. Now I'm doing it clockwise. Ooh, it's already burning like crazy. Now, once you've reached the point where you can't do any more of the circles, you're going to go back and do up and down as much as you can. All this maintained at a pain-free level. Once you're done, there's a lot of blood flow getting ready to go down to the ankle. You unwrap the bands. And that's going to be your first step to the ankle protocol to help you overcome an ankle sprain.
So as Marcel already mentioned, our very first step would be ankle flossing. Then as far as what I call like exercising goes, we start with the tibialis raise. And why I think, and most of us may agree, it's a good start, is because it's often neglected out of the muscles around the ankle. It's strengthening the front side of your ankle, which is going to work the shin, muscles up, leading towards your knee, but also helps build resilience at the front of the ankle, which can also be a factor for your ankle sprains. As I'm showing here, the wall tibialis raise is very straightforward and easy. You keep your knees locked out, raising your heels, and the closer to the wall you are, the easier this will be, while the further you bring your feet away, the harder it'll be. And I personally think going towards a burnout, it's very hard to get a burnout on these. You might need like 50 or so reps, depending on how advanced you are here. But it will do a really good job of strengthening the muscles around your ankle and strengthening the shins as well. So until a burnout similar to the ankle flossing, we're just going for a really good blood flow and pump. And then if you want to do a more loaded and advanced option, a tib bar could be something that you work with. And 20 plus reps here with 20% of your body weight would be a very strong and healthy goal for your ankles to kind of have that bulletproofing effect you get from ankle ability. So that essentially is the next exercise you would do in the ankle protocol. And it sets you up very nicely for strengthening behind the ankle with movements that Quentin will show next. And of course, chicks dig big tibs.
Straight leg seems to emphasize the upper calf muscle,
while bent knee calf raises target the soleus, which is the lower calf muscle.
In the ATG system, we don't focus on which is better. The point of emphasis is both.
With a wall and a lot of reps, you can make fantastic results with no equipment.
With weights, we use a single leg standing calf raise with just the fist placed on the wall. 20% of your squat on the single leg calf raise is your goal. Our structural balance numbers are not absolute, rather helpful guides of common sense for long-term development.
For the soleus, seated calf raises is ideal for loading. In ATG, we have found the combination of flexion, extension, and ankle flossing is the best first line of defense when it comes to ankle sprains. We actually cover these exercises in great detail in the ATG app. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.